Alright guys, so phase one of the leg glue up went really well. I'm on to the next part where I'm going to make the cut that I can join these two legs together, and this is where it's going to get a lot more complicated. I kind of wanted to talk about what I'm doing quick just so it makes sense, because I think from just watching it wouldn't really, it'd be hard to understand what's all going on here. So I'm going to give you a close-up on my layout and how I'm going to make my next cuts that are super important, and hopefully everything goes as planned. So here of course is my X, and what I did was I found my center point, drew a line, a square line, and in order to do that, what I did was I took just a level like this, put it on the bottom of the legs, and then used my straight edge up against the level, and that gave me a flat reference to get this line perfectly straight. Then after that, what I did was took and found how thick the legs are, and mine are 4 7/8, and I took that and divided it by 2 to get 2 7/16. Now this is going to be different obviously for any leg size or thickness, but 2 7/16 is what I measured out from my center point on each side. And what I did was I just took I've got this steel rule, and I would come over here, measure over 2 7/16 all the way up, and make little spots, reference points on each side, and then I just took this same ruler and drew my straight lines. So these lines are perfectly parallel to each other. I referenced off the square there, and what I'm going to do next is, this seems kind of weird, but I'm going to basically make 2 cuts here, and we're going to take these 2 pieces afterwards and then glue them onto that other X. And sorry I didn't get most of that glue up on film. Had a small issue there. One of the pieces kind of pulled apart as I was clamping it, and I had to scramble a little bit. Yeah, one of the more nerve-wracking glue ups I've had in a while. The last few have been going pretty smooth, but this one threw me for a little bit of a loop. But I was able to get everything clamped down strong, and I got squeezed out all the way around, so it should be a strong joint once everything dries up.
I promise I'm not overreacting here. This is extremely heavy, and I definitely should have got a helping hand lifting this. Thankfully, after honestly about 20 minutes of failure, I finally got those sawhorses to stay put for me so I could lift it up onto the top. But yeah, like I mentioned before, get a helping hand in moving heavy furniture.
If you're interested in this jig that I used to cut this circle, look at my previous YouTube video on the cheap and easy circle cutting jig that I created for my router. It cost me less than $5 to make, and it worked really well for this. And the nice part about it is you can cut circles anywhere from 12 inches to 72 inches in diameter.